Hey fellow dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here, and welcome back to the training series, How to Turn Your Knowledge into Cold Hard Cash that you can stuff into those piggy banks of yours. This is video number 2, How to Create a Lead Magnet. Video number 1 is right up in the upper right hand corner. I give a kind of overview on how you can turn your knowledge into cash. It doesn't matter what you know something that people will pay money for. It could be knowledge that you have gained over the years. It could be through experiences that you've gained over the years, past jobs, current jobs. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be hobbies. It could be sewing. It could be something about hunting or fishing or creating a t-shirt store or running a marketing agency. The previous video I shared how a guy made $117,000 selling a digital ebook on how to how to start and run a hot dog stand business. I'm not kidding. It's truly mind-blowing what you can do selling information. It's by 2025, they predict it'll be a $325 billion industry. So I promise anyone watching this, you have knowledge in your head from experiences or knowledge that you have gained over the years, your experiences that people will pay money for. I promise you that. So this training series is geared to show you what's possible, and it's also show you step by step exactly how you can monetize your knowledge. Now, I just got back from the park. It's mid-November. It's 76 degrees out. The sun is shining. There's no clouds. It sure beats Michigan, a state that I left about 13 years ago. Ironically, it's snowing there today. I went to the park to do some videos, and typically going outside gets my creative juices flowing. I just hit a wall today. I don't know what it was. I did a 3-mile walk and just could not come up with ideas for videos, or just didn't feel comfortable. So came back here. I'm sitting inside at 76 degrees outside right now, but I'm filming these videos for you because I want to help you turn your knowledge into cash. So in this video, we're going to talk about what a lead magnet is, best practices, things I've learned over the last 9+ years on effective lead magnets. I've learned what not to do because I've done it a lot. I'm also going to share with you why you want to create one. It's going to safeguard you from some of these bigger social media platforms. And then also, I'm going to share with you an absolutely free resource on how to create like pretty nice looking lead magnets that you can have a lead magnet up and running by the time you go to bed tonight. I'm not joking. It doesn't take that long. Please don't overthink it. So let's dive right in. All right, here are the essential components of a successful lead magnet. This is going to be how you are going to be able to generate leads around the clock, 24/7, 365. It doesn't matter if it's Tuesday at 2 in the morning, Saturday afternoon, if you're on a cruise, if you're across the country, sleeping, working, it doesn't matter what you're doing. A lead magnet is going to allow you to be generating leads, again, around the clock. You can eliminate cold calling by using this strategy. It is the way to generate leads, in my opinion. So what is a lead magnet? So a lead magnet is a valuable piece of content in exchange for contact information. Typically it's email, but it can also be name, email, phone number. Typically the more things you ask for, the less the lower conversion is going to be on the landing page. And we're going to discuss that in the next video. But it's a piece of information, and we'll dive a bit deeper here. So the components of a lead magnet. So it helps solve a problem. Typically it's just, it's one problem, and you're just helping them solve one problem. It's short, it's simple, and it's very specific. 3 to 5 minutes is what I recommend for them to consume it. It takes them 3 to 5 minutes to consume it. Now, I know there's people out there that have 40-page ebooks, 50-page ebooks as their lead magnets, and it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but this ideally you want to have something short, something short, sweet, easily digestible. Like I said, easily consumable and easily actionable, something that they can put into use, hopefully right away, because that's going to build trust in them, that's going to build trust in you, I should say, because they're going to say, wow, look what this little ebook got me. It's helped solve some type of a problem, whatever it is. And then they're going to want to know how you can help them even more. So examples of lead magnets, there's quite a few. Like I said, if it's 3 to 5 minutes, it's probably going to be something less than 10 pages, I would say. So a mini ebook, it could be some guide to something. It could be a 1-page guide. It could be a 3 or 4-page guide. It could be some type of a cheat sheet. I really like cheat sheets. I use those a lot. They are good for, it seems something, I don't know. I guess it's the name of it. It just seems like, a cheat sheet. They're going to get access to something a shortcut, I guess you could say. A case study, this works really, really well. Typically like a video case study, although you could do an ebook or a written case study as well, or even an audio case study, I guess. Obviously the video case study, it might be a little bit longer than 3 to 5 minutes. Again, that's fine. I wouldn't do a 40-minute video on it. Some type of a checklist, this works great. You can come up with a checklist for just about anything. It could be one page. It could be 10 steps to losing 10 pounds in the next 30 days. The checklist, eat under 2,000 calories, walk 20 minutes a day, 8 glasses of water, whatever it is. Some type of a checklist. These are really, really good. These typically work really well. Some type of a resource guide or like a toolkit. You could link them to different resources online, things like that, different tools they could use. Video series, obviously this is going to be longer than 3 to 5 minutes, but you can put out some videos, maybe a 3-part video series where you email them a video on day 1, day 3, and day 5 as just a rough example. You could do a webinar. Obviously this is going to be more than 3 to 5 minutes, but this is another good one that's quite effective. And, it's typically a webinar could be anywhere from 40 to, let's say, 90 minutes. You could automate the webinar. That's more like of an advanced strategy doing a webinar, but it certainly is a form of a lead magnet. And then the last one, if you have like an e-commerce shop or even a brick and mortar shop, you could offer some type of a coupon, save 10% on your next order, buy one, get one free, something along those lines. Again, in exchange for their name and their email, possibly even their phone number. So why do you need a lead magnet? Again, you're obtaining their email address. Email is very, very powerful. They're raising their hand. They're signaling to you, I'm interested in what you're offering, at least right here. And they might need more help, additional help. They might need more of your products and or services. So this is a lead, and they can become a customer or client or patient, whatever you refer to them as. Also, the obtaining the email address, I kind of skipped over. I forgot. Social media. Social media is great. I'm a big fan of Twitter. I'm a huge fan of YouTube, Facebook, all of it. They're all great. However, you want to be building up an email address, an email database, I should say, by getting their email address. An email is something that you control. Twitter could wipe out your account tomorrow for no rhyme or reason. YouTube, they shut people down all the time. They violate the rules. Facebook is the same way. There's a guy I follow on Twitter. He just got shut down the other day. He had 70,000+ followers. No rhyme, no reason. He made a comment or something. They permanently banned him from Twitter. He's permanently banned. He lost that 70,000 person audience. Luckily for him, he was building an email list. So he has some of that audience. He certainly doesn't have all 70,000. So that is why it is so important. You want to build up your email database because it's something you control. You have all the power, and I think it works 24, like I said, it works 24/7, 365. I'm going to share a stat here. There we go. Email is by far the most effective marketing channel. It beats Facebook. It beats Twitter. It beats direct mail. It beats billboard, radio, TV. I don't care what it is. Email is by far the most effective marketing channel. And here's a stat here. Capterra found that the average return on $1 spent on email marketing returns $44.25. So that's a 44x return. That's why email, that's another reason why email is so powerful, because it does make sales. So how to create a lead magnet? So step number 1, you're going to want to define your target market. Who is this lead magnet for? You want to get very specific with your target market, and you want to be able to find out what they're struggling with, a pain that they're trying to overcome, an obstacle they're trying to overcome, a pain they're running away from. Decide what problem you're going to solve with your lead magnet. Number 3 is you want to name it. Come up with like a catchy name for it. I have a course called 21 Day Client. Go check it out, 21dayclient.com. And I call it my 21 Day Client Blueprint. That's the opt-in. That's the lead magnet. Then the course is just called 21 Day Client Course or Training Program. So it goes hand in hand. Years ago, I had I was successful with the Shopify store, and I really wanted, for some reason, I was saying I smashed it on Shopify, smashing meaning I did good, and so I had like a fist punching through the name. I had it designed, and I called it Smashify. That was kind of the name, and it was catchy. People remembered it, and hey, I downloaded your Smashify guide or blueprint, whatever I called it. So it was a catchy name. So spend a little time on it. Don't spend too much time on coming up with a name, but come up with something catchy. I love using alliteration with the letters being the same, like Dunkin' Donuts, Coca-Cola, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. There's a reason those big companies use alliteration. It's because it works. It's catchy. People remember it. So when naming it, think of that, or remember that. Something catchy, something short, something memorable, alliteration. Number 4 is choose what type of lead magnet, like we just discussed in a couple slides, whether it's some mini ebook, whether it's some guide, a cheat sheet, a toolkit, a resource guide, a webinar, a video series, a case study, whatever it is, figure out what you're going to offer. And test it. Test different things. You're going to get different responses from different things, obviously. And then the 5th and final step is create your lead magnet. Pretty simple enough. So how to create the lead magnet? What I typically do, for the far majority of the time, is I use Microsoft Word, or OpenOffice, whichever one you have on your computer, type out the document and then save it as a PDF. That's pretty much it. You could hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork or some type of a designer, and they could pretty it up for you. They usually charge by the page. It's usually about $5 a page, I think. It's money well spent. I sometimes do my own, just with Microsoft Word and PDF, just white background with black text. However, I have spent $50, $75 on a designer on Fiverr or Upwork and made it look a lot nicer with colors, with logos, with indents, with images. It's definitely worth the $50 or $75 investment. However, it's not needed. You don't need that, if you're just getting started off and money's tight. However, if you do have the money, look at it as an investment, because it is. It's probably going to be the first contact. Maybe not first contact. A lot of times it's going to be the first contact with the person, with the prospect. So, you want to set the proper expectations and also, set the tone of your brand. Wow, this person does really nice work, So branding definitely comes into play. So if you have the money, invest in having a designer, or I'm going to show you another, option here in just a second. Another idea is create a PowerPoint and resource, and record a video. Exactly what I'm doing here. This is just PowerPoint. Actually, this is Google Slides, and I'm recording the video with a video recorder. It's called Screencast-O-Matic. I think it's $15 a month, and I'm not kidding. It's probably the number one piece of software I use on my computer, and it has been the number one piece of software I've used on my computer for the past probably 5 years. That or the screen capture. I use this Screencast-O-Matic all the damn time. I think they have a free version as well, so you don't have to spend any money, but all you do is pretty much record your computer screen, and you can adjust the window, where it's a little bit of the screen, or all of the screen, but you can create a PowerPoint if you wanted to do some type of a case study video. If you wanted to do some type of a video series, something along those lines, you can do a PowerPoint and record the video. I would upload it to YouTube. I would just you can unlist it, so people can't find it on YouTube. So it's kind of hidden unless they have the specific link. And we're going to go into how we deliver all of this in the landing page section, which is going to be the next video. So don't worry about all that. I just want you to get started, get a really good grasp on what a lead magnet is and how to create one. And then, like I said, the next video, you'll find out how to send it to the person, how to deliver it to the person. Then here's this little screenshot. It's called attract.io. There'll be a link down in the description. There's no affiliate link or anything like this. I don't even know if they have a paid version. This is from Brian Harris. Create irresistible lead magnets that'll grow your email list fast. What they have is, I think 5 or 6 different templates. They have different colors. They make them look really, really nice. So you don't have to spend money on a designer. You don't have to spend the time on trying to, make it look pretty in Microsoft Word. You can just use this. It's a completely free tool. It's pretty slick. I just found it recently. I heard about it about a year ago, and then I completely forgot about it, found it again. So this is a great tool. For getting started, I would probably definitely recommend this. Again, attract.io. Some final notes: eliminate perfectionism. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be mistakes. There's been times over the years that people reach out to me that they noticed a spelling error, a grammar error, I forgot a sentence or a paragraph or whatever. The formatting was off. That's okay. It's going to happen. The goal is to just get the damn thing done and get it out there. You can refine and tweak as you go. A lot of times I'll create my lead magnet and I will edit it for the next 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. I'll read through it again, or people will email me, say, hey, I wasn't clear on step number 4. Could you explain? And I'll be like, wow, I've gotten 6 emails about that. I better clarify that, So it will be kind of like a living, breathing thing where you're going to edit it. That's okay. That's going to happen. Basically getting it out there right now is your rough draft, and then you can tweak it and fine tune it as you go. But it's never going to be perfect. So never aim for perfect. Not just with lead magnets, with anything. Just eliminate perfectionism out of your damn head. There you have it. That's how you create a lead magnet. Once again, do not overcomplicate it. Get the damn thing out there. There's going to be mistakes. Most times when I put them out there, I will reread it like a day or 2 later. I'll notice a couple maybe spelling errors, some grammar errors, whatever it is. I've even had people email me, like a glaring mistake saying, hey, you forgot this, or hey, this didn't work, the link didn't work, or whatnot. So don't get bogged down by perfection. Just get the damn thing out there. That is the number one goal, and refine it. A lot of times I'll put it out there, and then 3 weeks later I'll be like, man, I got to add a paragraph into whatever. Or, I didn't touch on this subject. Or people will email and say, this wasn't too clear. What do you mean by X, Y, and Z? And then I'll be like, okay, maybe I need to explain a little better. I go into Microsoft Word, make a couple edits, save it as the PDF, and then re-upload it. So once again, just get the damn thing out there. Don't be bogged down by perfection. It's okay. It's just a short guide. Who cares if there's a couple spelling or grammar errors? Get the damn thing out there. So that's it for video number 2. Make sure you hit subscribe and click that little bell notification to be alerted for video number 3, which will be dropping in a few days. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please drop them down below. I'll be absolutely happy to answer any questions you have. If I can't answer them, I will point you in the right resource, or I'll find someone who hopefully can answer the question. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.